How's it going, folks? I'm Cody Campbell with High Ground Gaming. Today we are building and reviewing the Andaseat Kaiser 3 gaming chair. I'm going to start by walking you through the specs, then I'm going to build it right before your eyes. After that, we'll go to the review portion where I'll give you my thoughts on it after having used it for a little while, and then we'll go to High Ground Gaming's final score. Stick around. So the Kaiser 3 seems to be Andaseat's attempt at competing with the Secret Labs Titan Evo. It has a lot of the same features, which we'll go through right now. First of all, you can get it upholstered either in PVC leather or in linen fabric. The linen fabric only has 2 colors, but the PVC comes in 9 different colors. Then it comes in 2 sizes, a large and an extra large. The large is for people who are 4'11" to 6'2" and somewhere under 265 pounds, where the extra large is for people between the heights of 5'9" and 6'9", and it has a recommended weight of between 176 pounds and 397 pounds. Both sizes of the chair come with a wide seat base that uses something called the RE Dense molded foam. This is supposed to be very supportive, and it's not supposed to sag as quickly as normal foam. It also uses a magnetic head pillow, which I love because not having to deal with those straps is great, and also the magnetic head pillows are much more adjustable. But here's the big thing that separates it from most other gaming chairs except for the Titan Evo. It has a 4-way adjustable lumbar support system built into it. That is much nicer than a simple lumbar pillow. So I'm excited to play around with that. It also has 4-dimensional armrests, so they can be adjusted in 4 different directions, and removable magnetic armrest pads. It also has a range of incline that goes from 90 degrees to 165 degrees. Now, it doesn't come with the chair, and I don't think it's out quite yet, but there will be an extendable magnetic tabletop accessory that can be purchased to fit this chair, so it snaps into place on the magnets where the armrests go. That should be coming out sometime in June. It might already be out by the time we publish this video. That's about it for the specs, though. Let's open it up. All right, we've got everything all laid out here. It looks pretty simple. It looks like other than 6 bolts here, it's gonna be pretty toolless. So let's go ahead and dive in and open. Okay, I lied. So it only included the 6 extra bolts, but there's gonna be 2 more on each side. So 10 bolts. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm actually pretty impressed with this thing. The armrests feel very squishy. The seat is really comfortable. One of the few criticisms that I had with the Secret Lab Titan Evo is that the seats cushions were a little too firm for my taste. This one is perfect. It's firm, but it has enough give that it doesn't feel like you're sitting on something super solid. The back support I can already feel. I'll have to adjust it a little bit to get it right in, you know, my personal sweet spot, but I can already feel that it's pretty nice. The arms, a little jiggly, but all 4D armrests are kind of like that, so that's sort of the give and take you get when you get those. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on my desk. I'm gonna use it for the next couple weeks, and we'll be right back with the review. Stick around. So I spent the last couple weeks using the Andaseat Kaiser 3 gaming chair, and I'm ready to talk about it. But first, please hit the like and subscribe button. All right, I'm gonna start off like I always do by talking about the build quality. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the upholstery. The PVC leather that comes with this is pretty good. It feels nice, it's comfortable, it doesn't breathe at all, but most PVC leathers don't. It's pretty durable. I haven't experienced any scuffs or scrapes or anything like that in my time with it, and I think it's pretty attractive too. It's got a nice pattern on it. The one thing that I will say that I'm not a huge fan of in terms of the design is the orange stitching that they use on the corners here. I'm not really sure why they do that, but I'm pretty sure that's just on the black. Still, I'd prefer that the black had just black stitching or even white stitching. The orange seems like an odd touch. The cushions underneath the upholstery are pretty nice though. It's very soft, but also very supportive. It's comfortable to sit in for long periods of time, and it doesn't really feel like it's gonna break down at all. Then there's the removable magnetic armrests. Now, these are pretty nice. They're firm. They're not super squishy or anything like that, but there is just enough give to them that your arms don't really get fatigued, or you don't get those red spots on your arms from resting on here too long. And the last thing is the removable magnetic head and neck pillow. Now this seems to be a memory foam interior with a magnetic plate on the back, and then it is skinned in, I believe this is velour. It's very soft, it's very squishy, it feels really, really good, and there's a pretty good range of adjustment on it. I found that you could recline all the way and still have it underneath your head, which is good, and it's generally pretty comfortable. All right, on to ergonomics and adjustability. Now, the main feature of this chair, to my mind, is the 4-way adaptive lumbar support. That allows you to use the 2 knobs on the left and right side of the chair in order to adjust where the lumbar is placed. One of the knobs raises the lumbar support up and down so you can get it right in the spot that you want, and then the other adjusts depth so you can push it out or retract it so you can get the exact amount of pressure that's most comfortable for you. I genuinely cannot stress enough how much better real lumbar support is than the lower back pillows that most gaming chairs get. It gives you actual support and removes fatigue from your body in a way that lumbar pillows just sort of mimic. To my mind, that extra ergonomic lumbar support is really the main thing that justifies the increase in price on these high-end game chairs. That isn't the only adjustability feature on this chair though. It also has 4-dimensional armrests. That means that they can go up and down, they can slide in and out, they can slide backward and forward, or they could rotate side to side. One of the cool things about this is that there are actually locking mechanisms, so you have to push buttons in order to do the rotation. Some chairs don't have that, they just sort of click into place. Having the locking buttons is a lot better because you won't lean on the armrests and accidentally knock them out of place. They'll hold pretty firm. My one complaint about these is the same complaint that I've had about all 4D armrests, and that is that they are very, very jiggly. This is something that every 4D armrest I've tested has, so I'm not going to hold that against Andaseat in particular, but that is something that I feel like everybody who's going to buy one of these chairs should know. If that rattle is going to drive you crazy, then this might not be the chair for you. On top of all that, it also has some of the basic features. It can recline at a pretty good angle, the height adjustment is pretty good, and it also has a rocking lever. So when you pull the lever, it will rock freely, and when you put the lever back in place, it locks in position. That's pretty much all the features though. Let's get down to the verdict. So there are actually two prices for this chair depending on which size you get. It's $4.99 for the large and $5.49 for the extra large. Now on the grand scheme of gaming chairs, that is definitely way on the expensive side, but it is actually much cheaper than its main competitor, the Secret Lab Titan Evo. So to talk about whether or not this chair is worth the money, it's pretty much got to be a direct comparison between this and the Evo, because if you want a cheaper chair, you'll find a cheaper chair, but if you're looking for this exact feature set, then it's this or the Secret Lab Titan. So to my mind, it basically comes down to the Titan having a slightly better overall build quality. The upholstery on the Titan is just a smidge better. The cushions on the armrest is just a little bit better. I think the headrest pillow is just a little bit better in my personal opinion. Like the overall general build quality on the Titan is second to none. The Kaiser 3 does two things better than the Titan to my mind. One, obviously, it's cheaper. If you want to get that feature set and you want to spend as little money as possible, then the Kaiser 3 is going to be the way to go. And the other thing, and this is actually a big one, I think the cushions are a little better on the Kaiser 3. The Titans were firm, and I'm usually a fan of firm cushioning, but those ones had very little give at all. It's like sitting on top of a cushion as opposed to the cushion forming to you at all. The Kaiser 3 has a good balance of softness but also support, and I think that's the one area where it really beats out the Titan in terms of build. So with all that in mind, we gave the Andaseat Kaiser 3 a 4.5 out of 5. It's definitely on the expensive side, but we think the ergonomic options and the pretty good build quality make it a pretty viable option. That, alongside the fact that it's cheaper than the Titan Evo and has, in our opinion, better cushions, makes it a pretty viable option for somebody looking for a premium gaming chair. But why don't you go ahead and drop down into the comments and let us know what you think. Do you think general build quality is more important, or do you think that general comfort and support should be the #1 demand on a high-end gaming chair? While you're at it, please hit the like and subscribe button. We've got lots more content coming real soon, and we'd hate for you to miss any of it. In fact, I think we actually have another Andaseat gaming chair that we'll be doing in just a couple of weeks. So click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on that. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy gaming.